Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for joining in. On today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how I cook an updated Supa Kanja. Supa Kanja is a West African dish and nearly in all African countries they have a name for how they call it, and in the Gambia we call it Supa Kanja. We have so many ways how we cook Supa Kanja back home, and this was how my mom taught me how to cook it, and I try my best to cook it in the simplest way because we are not back home. If you're back home, you can just go to the market and buy all the ingredients to cook this super, but since we are not there, we're just gonna work with the simplest ingredients. So these are the ingredients what I have used to cook my Supa Kanja. We have the palm oil, okra, catfish, kereng, 1 onion, locust beans, and chili powder. So this is what we're gonna work with to cook our Supa Kanja today. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna add one liters of water on my cooking pot and add my catfish. And basically the catfish, we're gonna add it first because we want it to boil to soften so it's easy to work with later on. So as you can see, the water was not enough, so I added half liters. So now the catfish have boiled, we're just gonna take it out and put it aside, and our next step is we're just gonna take our okra and kereng and add it together and just let it boil. So the next step you're going to do is you're just gonna let the okra and the kereng to boil all together for at least 20 minutes. So this is after 10 minutes. I'm just gonna mix it everything together again and just let it continue boiling. So this is how it looks after 25 minutes. Now it's not so much water and the okra has really come in place with the kereng. Everything is mixed and nice. So now we're going to the next step, and the next step is I'm gonna add my onion, and I'm just gonna add it there and just mix everything together and let it boil for at least 5 minutes. So the next step I'm going to do after adding the onion and letting it boil for 5 minutes, I'm gonna directly add my locust beans, and I use 1 tablespoon. After that, I'm just gonna add my chili powder, and I use I think 3 tablespoons of chili powder, and if you want you can add more if you want your food to be more spicier. So now I'm gonna mix everything together and just let it continue boiling. So now the next step I'm going to do is I'm gonna add my palm oil, and basically I like adding my palm oil when it's like nearly the last stage of cooking my super. In this way my palm oil doesn't need to boil for like too long, like over boiled. I don't like it, but I like to add it nearly when I'm nearly finished with my super. and I let it boil with the super for at least 15 minutes, then I will be like finished. So yeah, so now I'm gonna mix everything together. This is very important. You have to mix it until you don't see any palm oil at all. And this was not a lot of palm oil basically, because like when it's very warm, when the super is very warm and you add the palm oil, it melts down and it seems like a lot of palm oil, but it was not really. So the next step I'm gonna take is my 2 Maggies and add it on my super, and I did this off camera to save time. So the last but not the least is the catfish. So I'm just gonna add it there and mix everything together. This is basically my favorite part of cooking my super. So now I'm just gonna mix everything together, and I reduce my heat at this point because you don't want your super to get burnt. So I'm just gonna reduce it to number 3 and just let it boil slowly until I see that the palm oil pumps up on top of the super. So now I got my super and the palm oil is on top of the super, which is just what I wanted. That was why I reduced my heat to number 3 or number 4 so that it can boil slowly. At this point I'm just gonna let it boil slowly, so I just have that more palm oil pumps up on my super, and I'll just be mixing it from time to time. So basically this is how to cook a Supa Kanja. It's very simple and it took me 1.5 hours to cook it, so it was not a long time. So this is the final look, and now the super is finished, and I basically eat mine with rice, but if you have fufu or gari, it's really delicious as well. In the Gambia, the most popular way to eat it is with rice, but we also eat it with fufu as well in the Gambia, and even gari too. So we are little like Nigerian Ghanaians as well. So thank you all for watching this video, and thank you for the 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys and I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for supporting me and showing me love and support. It really amazing. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.